eighth in the top five. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. UMass will kick off and will be underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Newton. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Minuteman offense heads onto the field for the first time today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense?
There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kitchings. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quick release on the RPO.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Ball's drills it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires on the move. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback. Game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Trying to set up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. To get it into the end zone. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UMass offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. For better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Kinsey. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Good, solid tackle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run it from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Newton. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Makes the grab on the left. Smashes through the tackle. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The short hands, it's Gore. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. UMass quickly back to the line. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Kinsey. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And And this one sails through just inside that left upright. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These two guys just on the... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. They're setting up the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. To the air. It's Kinsey. He's got it down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Fellas, how many fall Saturdays have been highlighted by the great Ohio State-Penn State rivalry? Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Fires to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Newton. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The UMass offense returns to the field.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Pulls it, fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And And he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but trying to take it back. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Minutemen. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the air, it's Newton. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They He gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They're working that left side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.